Take a look at this PTE reading passage. We're going to work through these blanks by analyzing the surrounding context. Let's start with the first sentence, specifically the phrase describing hot Jupiters as similar in something. When you look at the first set of options, the word shapes might be tempting because we are discussing physical objects. However, in an academic context, describing planets as similar in shapes is stylistically awkward. Instead, we use the formal term for broad planetary features. That word is characteristics. Memorize similar in characteristics as a high-frequency PTE collocation. The other options provided, expressions and borders, simply do not apply to planetary bodies. Success in advanced academic testing relies on recognizing established structural pairings over simple literal descriptions. Moving to the second blank, the text references the solar system's biggest something. To identify the noun, track back through the sentence. The phrase is drawing a direct comparison to the earlier subject, hot Jupiters. Since Jupiter is definitively a planet, the answer must be planet. This eliminates the factually incorrect comet and unrelated choices, frame or subordinate. Now shift your focus to the third blank. The phrase immediately following it, search for extrasolar worlds, dictates our next choice. Astronomers is the only logical actor capable of searching space. We can discard generic distractors like members, parties, or makers because they lack scientific context. A blank is never isolated. It is anchored to a subject or action within the grammar. Apply this logic to the final sentence. Focus on decrease in brightness to select the correct verb. Pause the video and make your choice. The correct answer is detect. A decrease in brightness is a physical phenomenon scientists observe or measure. The distractors fail based on their specific definitions. You cannot depict or draw a decrease in brightness here, nor can you deflect or bounce it away. Logical deduction leads you directly to another high-frequency academic collocation, easy to detect. Let's read the fully completed text to hear the natural flow of the academic phrasing. Giant exoplanets, like the so-called hot Jupiters, that are similar in characteristics to the solar system's biggest planet and orbit very close to their host stars, are excellent targets for astronomers in their search for their extrasolar worlds. The size and proximity of these planets is easy to detect, as they create a large decrease in brightness when passing in front of their parent stars. We arrived at these answers using two core strategies. First, subject referencing. We used the early mention of Jupiter to identify planet. Second, we aligned the action, pairing the requirement to search for worlds with the corresponding actor, astronomers. This exercise also highlights two specific collocations worth memorizing: similar in characteristics and easy to detect. Mastering PTE reading requires looking past the blank itself. When you decode the structural logic of the entire paragraph, the correct answers become